Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bowman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers' return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
And he's brought down after a nice game. LSU right back to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. So like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for a crease to the left. Turns it on at midfield. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The give to the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong. and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a little space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Offense gets set for second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on second down. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Tackle is made after the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On third down, he drops to throw. He caught it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not...
A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You've got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bowman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Running behind that left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
On second down, wants to throw it. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Grabs it in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big point? We'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. LSU quick to the line. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defensive guy, you chase, and you always want to get to the quarterback. You know how to make it a little bit better? Get to him and cause that fumble. Man, there is nothing better.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Pushes ahead. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense. Just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he's brought down, but a flag is... Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Lining up to convert third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was... Yes, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Demania. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, I've seen this kicker make kicks from 50 plus, so I don't think he got all of that, but at the end of the day, who cares? Field goal's good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Texas. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Oh, look out. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown LSU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll line up to go for 2. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better on the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Savage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. If you want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Going up top on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try it over the left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Try to barge their way in. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete, and the defense holds. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a